Hey, hey, we are here, or I am here. I hope you're also here with me. I am going to use the new Buffalo Plaid tonight, and I've got a super cute, let me pull this over here because it's way too far away. I don't know why I have it all the way over there. Really, really cute watermelon standing shelf sitter cutout. Dozer's in here trying to do what he does best and bulldoze his way right through. So hopefully he doesn't come and knock something over. We'll see. It'll be fine if he does. All right, so we're gonna get started with some paste. And you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna use Meadow to paint the outside of the watermelon, but I think I'm gonna start actually with the inside first. I think it might be easier. We'll see. I don't know. So I'm using candy apple. I just mixed with a little bit of water and a paintbrush so that I can try and be a little more precise here. Now, the inside lines of this watermelon are scored for to help you. Sorry, it's hard for me to paint a straight line and talk. Hopefully I can do it. All right. So we're gonna paint this bad boy a couple times apparently because I watered this paste down probably a little too much, but that's okay. So did you know that if you have paste that's starting to get a little dried out, you can add water to it to help it and just stir, stir, stir really, really well. Or you can do like I do and just reserve that paste to use as painting paste, okay? So don't throw away those jars. Hi Shirley, hi Joni, hi Sandra and Stephanie. Welcome ladies. Hi Lisa. How are you? I hope you're doing great tonight. It's nearly Friday. That kind of happened quickly. And I have a holiday on Monday, so I'm excited about that. One of my girlfriends and I made some plans to go over to my friend's house to go swimming. Even though she's going to be out of town, my friend is. I called her last night and told her, I'm coming to use your pool. And she said, okay. So that's nice. I love having friends like that. And now that I'm back in Texas, I do, which is so cool, y'all. It's strange, actually, that it works like that, you know? I'm so happy to be home, honestly. I'm just so grateful to be near my family and all that good stuff. So even though, y'all, it's so stinking hot outside, I walked out. I got the wood that goes with my new laser today, which is huge wood. It's like 36 by 24, okay? So the sheets are so big that he can only ship it like 13 in a box. And the boxes are huge and flat. And so anyway, I was taking them out. So this is the bottom layer that I'm painting here. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let me see if I can, sorry. I didn't realize I had this like way too far up. Anyway, sorry, I didn't realize y'all couldn't see. The bottom layer here, I'm gonna just paint roughly, okay? I'm gonna do the inside red just in case. I'm sure, hopefully I'll line this up just perfectly whenever I go to glue it. And with this Eileen's glue, I shouldn't have an issue with potentially moving it around a little bit. But if it doesn't quite line up, I want it to still be red on the bottom layer. And then I'll do green on the outside just in case, because you just never know, okay? So that's my first 1.5 layers on this one. I'll probably go at least another layer, I think. And if I can balance this paintbrush, that would be wonderful too. Hi Sue, hi Anita, welcome. How was your vacation? God, I'm so jealous. It looked like you were having a time, a really great time. And y'all, I know I said that I was gonna use a small paintbrush, and then I go and I dip my big paintbrush in there. So we're gonna use a small one for the green around the edges here. And I went in a little too heavy there. It's like very watered down. Okay, so just get that spread out. And I am using an ink mat. You can comment the word watermelon to get the supplies to make this project, y'all. I think you're gonna love this one. It's so much fun. I love watermelon, and I don't know if y'all are in my cutout group, but if you aren't, you should join it. It is PV, like Paul Victor, Laser Cut Designs, or Home Decor and More, excuse me. But anyway, join that group and you'll see all the cutouts that I'm doing. And these days, with this bigger laser, I can cut like 4 sets of cutouts at one time, a lot of the times, depending on how big the sets are. And so I posted a ton of different watermelon projects, and I think this week and this weekend might be a watermelon theme. So I hope y'all aren't sick of watermelons by the end of it, but I don't think I will be, because I love them. Okay, I got groceries today and I ordered a watermelon, so really excited about that too. So anybody have summer plans? Doing something fun? I don't know. One of my girlfriends is on a cruise right now and I am so jealous. And then my other one, the one that's going with me to the pool on next Monday, is currently in Cancun. She gets back on Sunday, and y'all, she sent me videos of their hotel room, and it's amazing. Oh, thank you, Karen. And hi, how are you, love? That's wonderful, Anita. I'm so happy to hear that. Hi, Tammy. Let me see. Who do I need to catch up with? Okay, I think I'm caught up. I wasn't really paying attention because I was trying to concentrate on not going over the lines. So this project is pretty well scored for you, so hopefully that helps when you're going to paint this, and it just makes it so much easier to paint a straight line. I'm telling you, that looks pretty darn good. I'm really impressed with myself. All right, now I'm gonna just go around the edge with this one, just like I said. Now this is not gonna be pretty on this one, okay? Because this is the backer, just to help it have a little more stability whenever this thing is standing up. And there are some stands that I included with this one, so you'll get that with it. Now, I did include a cart link for the chalk products that I'm using tonight, okay? So I put an ink mat in there because, y'all, if you haven't tried to stick your cutouts to an ink mat yet, you're missing out. It works so good. And I haven't cleaned this one yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. I just let it dry, and then I stick the plastic on the top of it again, and I pretend like I never used it. That's pure laziness, okay? You can clean it with, what is it? That awesome spray from Walmart, from Dollar Tree, this stuff. Have you ever gotten that? I've obviously only used it a little bit, but totally awesome spray from Dollar Tree. It works amazing. Spray that on, mix it with a little bit of water, spray it on your ink mat, and then take a squeegee, and you can clean it with a squeegee, which, you know, there are things that I did chalk for a long time before I learned that. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you'll know that I did actually clean a ink mat on one of my lives one time, and I did it wrong. So I found out later that I did it wrong. So I did remove that video because I'm trying to teach anybody wrong. But you can use a squeegee and scrape off any lint or gunk that has collected on your ink mat with a little bit of Totally Awesome spray and some water, and you'll be just fine. Isn't it so cute, Sue? Oh, you're gonna love this project then. All right, just doing one last layer on this one. I should have probably done the white pieces that I had first, but you know, I like to be difficult. So anyway, you can comment watermelon to get this. And like I said, this week is going to be a watermelon theme. It's so hot outside, y'all. And watermelons are like the epitome of summer and 4th of July and like all the fun times at the pool. So, all right. There we go. All right, now, I think I'm good for now, but I'm not going to get rid of my paintbrushes just in case if I notice a spot that I miss. Sometimes whenever it dries, it'll show up a spot. Okay, so this is the white chalk paint from Home Decor, Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. Y'all, I love this stuff. We're gonna paint these little daisies real quick with a rough first layer, and then we'll come back here in just a minute whenever they've dried and hit them up again, okay? Trying to be careful around my watermelon. I do not want to get any stray white paint on it. Now, I am just dipping this right in the cap, but I am scraping the excess off so that I don't get too thick of paint, because that's just the worst. Okay, whenever your paint gets like gunky and too thick and then your layers are just thick and gross looking. So just make sure that you, if you're gonna use this method with the little makeup pads or whatever, just make sure that you do it thin layers at a time, and you know, you can go back and do as many layers as you need to, okay? No, my store was not out of watermelons. I actually was able to get a mini watermelon too. And look at that, I did ended up getting a little bit of white paint on this. No, I got a mini watermelon and I got a regular size one because I'm going out of town with some of my chalk friends next weekend. We're going down to Galveston. We got a house. Hi Anita, how are you? Wow, I don't think I've ever seen you on my lives this many days in a row. It's like a record. So this is just black velvet paste. I'm just going to use the lid real quick and a paintbrush. And I'm going to paint these birds. And my words. And then they do have beaks on them. And I kind of messed up and went a little bit too wild on this one a minute ago whenever I started painting it, so I might have to dig around over here and see if I have, maybe I can use a paint pen to paint the beaks on these little guys. Okay, so now for the rest of these pieces down here, all of these are going to be black or brown or whatever. You can do like a stain if you want. So I'm kind of letting the paste wear off a little bit. And my brush is a little wet because I just washed my brushes finally. God, I'm so lazy whenever it comes to cleaning my tools, y'all. I just let them sit in here in the water for way too long. Okay. So all of these pieces are going to be black. And then I kind of would like to do like a semi-stain on this sign. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do the sign a whole different color. I just realized that. So what I think I'll do maybe is paint it white and then streak it to make it look like it's kind of dirty with the black. Now, I just have like the tiniest amount of paste on here, and then I'm just gonna spray that because I don't want this, and of course it's like way dark, but just try not to have these centers of these daisies be too dark, but that's okay. I'm thinking now that I'm losing my mind here. I don't know if I just screwed up painting these, but we're gonna look real fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's okay. We're gonna go for it. I'm thinking that the designer of this file did these flowers like a yellow and white now that I'm thinking about it, but you know what? This is my project and I can do whatever I want because I'm a grown-up. So, I forget that sometimes, you know? All right, so now I'm gonna try and not put this down next to those birds because I just don't trust myself to not make a mess. All right, so just white paint on here. And I'm even kind of not doing a great amount of coverage. I'm gonna get a new brush and I'm gonna kind of brush some black across that. And then while I have this white, let me just, oh my gosh. Okay. Get my daisies nice and bright white, okay? All right. You're funny, Anita. You know, it's funny because like my mom, she cracks me up. She's not here tonight, so I'll tell you about this. I have to tell her all the time because sometimes she tells me things and I'm like, Mom, I've been in this world nearly 40 years. I am an adult. And whether like I always act like an adult or not is not the point, okay? But I know these things that I know because I'm a grown-up. I have to remind my mom of that all the time. Okay. Yeah, I love watermelon, and whenever I was in Tennessee, I could never find it. Okay. Especially those little ones. So, Marie, if you want to comment the word watermelon, or you can comment info or club. Hi, Melissa, how are you? The lid won't go back on that, but that's okay. It's fine. We will survive this together. Now, let's see if I can find a yellow. This one's kind of an orangey yellow, and I'm kind of digging that. So, and I haven't even used it yet, so that's fun. So with these paint pens, all you gotta do, and this one's actually a chalk marker pen. Y'all, I went kind of crazy on Amazon looking for paint pens. So these are kind of a cheapo one. I really like the Posca pens the best. But I have found that these chalk ones work really well. So I'm just like pushing it down on there, and that's a nice yellow color. I know, it's super bright. It's hard to see. But it is a nice yellow. So I'm just going to use that to paint my little bird's beaks. And that appears to be working quite well. Now, I do not recommend these paint pens for a large area because they get kind of streaky, but that looks top notch. Pretty impressed with myself here. Okay, so let me close that up, and I'll probably come back and do one more layer on those. But for now, I think I'm good. Now, this is just a dry brush. I'm gonna just get a little bit of paste on my brush, and then I'm gonna take it, and this is of course a baby wipe, okay, but I'm gonna just like try to wipe as much off as I can, and see if I can't. That's perfect. Okay, just dry brush that right on there on my sign. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but that's absolute perfection. Okay, so then last thing is my watermelon spots. So let me just, goodness. I think my watermelon is painted quite well. So I'm gonna put all of that over here. see if I can't pull everything off of here. Now, again, it's very sticky, okay? So careful pulling this stuff off of here. Oh, and you know what? I completely forgot. I do have some raffia over here, thank goodness. Because we're going to use a little bit of raffia for our bow, okay? So make sure that you have some for this project. Now I'm just pulling all these off of here, and, oh yeah, let me not just stick my hand right in that. I really don't want to get black paint on those flowers, so I want to be real careful. Look, I'm a mess, okay? Now, with my words, I want to be real careful pulling those off. And this little scent sign is so itty bitty. I don't want to lose it. I've already lost it. I lost it earlier and I had to go find it. I had to dig underneath my laser, like in the bed part of it, to find it. So let's not misplace it. Now, look how good that looks. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. I'm gonna just set it on the floor right there so that it's not causing me to stick to it. Oh my gosh, I've got paint all over me. I'm a nightmare. Okay. Now, I think I want to wait to paint those actually, because now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna use buffalo plaid, okay, for the watermelon on the red part, okay? So, first of all, I want to use some wax on here, just a little bit of wax, okay? I don't want to go crazy, but I do want to wax all around this edge, and I want to wax pretty good because I'm going to use some tape to tape this off, okay, so that I don't go overboard, which I've been known to do whenever I put on the layer on top, okay? So I'm gonna just use painter's tape. I have only a little bit of placement tape left over here on my roll, so painter's tape will work just fine. Plus, it's a little thicker. This one's 2 inches, and the placement tape's like, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch, so. Now, if I tape this off, I shouldn't have to worry so much, and I can just throw my pattern down and go to town, okay? So, now, if you noticed, I did not wax it all on the main part of the watermelon because I want my transfer to stick as well as it can, and buffalo plaid has a lot of silk screen on it, and it's really difficult to keep it sticky, okay? So even with these new transfers, it is difficult whenever they have a lot of silk screen. So you want to do everything that you can to not add lint or, hi Wendy, how are you, love? Add lint or anything else that's going to keep your transfer from staying sticky for longer, okay? So just keep that in mind whenever you're using something like a buffalo plaid or anything really with a lot of silk screen. Now, I know I've used a bunch of tape, okay, and that's not good, but we're going around a circle, like a curve here, so. I want to make sure that it's good and taped off. Well, yeah, so I don't actually mind it if it pulls up my paste a little bit. Depending on my project, I don't mind it because sometimes it actually helps to kind of rough it up a little bit, you know? But I have had times when I really didn't want it to pull up my background, and it did, and that always hurts my heart. Now, especially like if you're going to use napkins or anything like that, highly, you need to be waxing, okay? Do not mess around with that because you will destroy your napkin, okay? Take it from someone who has destroyed many napkins by just being careless. Okay, so here's my buffalo plaid. Obviously, it is used. I have used it multiple times. It's still in great shape. I love this transfer so much. I was so happy whenever they brought it back because it is one of my favorites. Now, I'm going to move that out of the way. And I do want to line this up, okay? You know what? I don't want to line it up. I'm going to do it diagonal because I think that'll be more interesting. Okay. I have two of them. I just added another one tonight. I've got the one for the club that I did yesterday. I don't know if you saw my live yesterday, but I did the club. And then I also have another one that I added that is a honeybee. It's like a beehive. And then I have another one that I haven't posted yet that is like a Highland cow. And then there's one coming for, I think, for the club next month. There's some floating around out there. So if you have a special request or if you're looking for something in particular, by the way, I'm using Shimmer Crimson over the top of this so that we still have the red and it adds a little bit of texture. And you know how I love me some shimmer. But yeah, if there's something in particular that you're looking for, Wendy, let me know. You're in my cutout group, aren't you? Because I just posted the one, like right before I started my live, the honeybee one. I was struggling earlier, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but every time that I list something on my website, it takes forever for the link to update. And so before I actually share it, I want that link to work. Because there's nothing more frustrating than a link not working and then you're not going to want to come back and use that link later. So I always wait to post stuff until I confirm that the link works. Yeah, no problem. So why don't you send me a message because it's not going to let you order from my website because of the shipping cost. And I have it set up to where I don't ship out of the country, but I'm happy to ship to you. No problem at all. You know, it just stinks that the shipping cost is so dang high. All right, now I'm going to peel this. And it is still wet, so I'm going to just be careful and try not to ruin my day with peeling this off. I'm glad I waxed here. Now, I did pull up a little bit, but that's okay. We do have some other pieces. There's other pieces that are going to go on here too, so we can cover that if we need to. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that looks so cool. I'm glad that I did it diagonally. Now, I'm going to dry very well, okay? Yeah, the Highland cow is so cute. I will cut it and send you a picture. I think I actually have a picture of what it looks like that my friend sent me, so I'll share it. Thanks, Melissa. I'm glad you like this. We still have a little bit of work to do, but we're getting there. Hi, Maisie. Maisie is my friend that we're going to the pool on Monday. And she's in Cancun right now, living her best life. Thank you, Marie. I'm glad you like this. Okay. Just want to make sure this is really dry. We're going to paint on these watermelon seeds right here. You know, I should have made cutouts for those, but we live and learn, right? Okay. we're going to use this itty bitty brush that I got from Dollar Tree that's like my favorite brush of all time, and black paste. You know, I just considered momentarily to use a paint pen, but I think these are big enough that I can hand paint them. And they do have the scoring, so that helps. It makes like a professional painter out of all of us, okay? As long as you have a semi-steady hand and you go slow. Okay. Plus, just remember, if you mess it up, there's plenty of stuff that we have to add on to this watermelon to cover it up, okay? So don't be afraid to try. Here we go. All right, so again, you can comment the word watermelon to get the link not only to the cutouts, but also to the chalk products that I'm using tonight. And don't forget, Midnight, the color of the month, is still available, that dark blue that I love. I'm actually shocked I didn't try to find a way to work it into this project because I love it so much. And if you spend the $75 that qualifies you to get the color of the month, then you also get the Creative Kickstart bundle for free, okay? And then if you're a club member, you also get that one extra transfer for free. So like, if you haven't placed your order this month, I don't know what you're waiting on, but hopefully those bundles won't sell out before you do, because they're so much fun. I have mine, and I'm probably going to show that to you here pretty soon. I think maybe tomorrow we'll do that, okay? Here we go. All right, this is coming out pretty great. Hi, Joanne, welcome. How are you, love? Thanks for joining me. I don't care if you're late. I'm happy to see you here. And it is pre-Friday, it's Friday Eve, and I am so pumped about it. It just snuck up on me too. Last thing I remember was it was Monday morning. And I was dreading getting out of bed, and here we are on Thursday night, so yippee. So by the way, I do have my live sale next week. Now, I am going to be out, or not next week, sorry, the week after. I do have a last minute work trip that came up that week. So I did have to delay it to start on Thursday, but we will be doing a live sale. So come hang out with me for that, please. I would love, yeah, I love Friday Eve too, love. Okay, I would love to have you there. Look at my watermelon with the buffalo plaid and with the seeds. I think it's looking pretty good. Now let's move this to the side and start putting some of this together. I want to paint over these beaks one more time. Y'all, these paint pens are seriously where it's at. Okay, there we go. Alrighty then. So, let me grab, look, I have some handy dandy raffia right here. So that's good. Now, let's see if we can start assembling this baby. I don't know about that yet. Not quite ready. for the hot glue, but I think we can use this Eileen's glue. I really like how it worked last night. Really happy with it. So let's start. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I think that was supposed to be yellow, but that's okay. You know, I'm really tempted to we're gonna paint this flower yellow real quick. Because why not? And we don't even have to paint the whole thing. Just the main parts. And it does help that I painted this thing white first, so. Yeah, that's much better. Oh goodness. Well, I'm a mess. Okay, I got a little too much paint coming out. I dropped the lid into it. Thankfully, this whole thing is yellow. All right. And then let's do this one. I'm just going around because the little center parts will cover it. So, what is it? Dandelions that are yellow? Is that right? Or, and obviously sunflowers too, with the black in the center. Or is it a black-eyed Susan maybe? I don't know. That are yellow with the black in the middle. Ooh, fun, Melissa. I'm excited for you. Yes, the paint pens are amazing, aren't they? I love them so much. They save my bacon every time, I'm telling you. All right. I just want to make sure they're really dry before we go to put this all together. Last thing I need to do is be spreading yellow paint all over the place. And yeah, Melissa, I'm gonna probably try for Saturday at least to do my live during the day. Because I'm going to the pool and I'm gonna be too tired to try and come home after being in the sun all day and do a live. So I think I'll probably do one in the morning and then go for the pool. That is the best way. Or else I'll have an excuse and that's just not okay. Alright. And then next week I'm probably going to be off for a couple of days because we're going down to Galveston. And I don't know that I'm not going to do a live. I don't have anything planned. But I will once I get back. I'll be going to New Orleans again. And then we'll have live sale that week at the end of the week. Yay, Lisa! Did you get Midnight Paste? I can't recall. Or, I'm trying to think. A cutout order or a chalk site order? Okay, so, oh my gosh. That makes the world of differential. Yeah, okay. I like it much better with the black and the yellow. The white looks silly. All right, so I am going to use, oh, okay, cutouts. Are they okay? Everything good? I always worry. So I like to hear that they showed up in good shape, and if they didn't, then we can handle it and file a claim, and I can get those sent right back out to you. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I'm just spreading yellow paste all over the place here, or yellow paint. Okay, good. Perfect. So happy to hear that. Okay. Now, that is a cute, cute flower. Oh yeah, these are gonna be, I'm loving this. All right. As I said earlier, I painted the edge of this yellow up at the top just to be sure, in case if I did something funky and I set it down weird or whatever, it would be covered. Excuse me. Okay, so I think our little beaks are good. Let's get moving. Now this little bird piece is just gonna go right on like that. And his little head, he's so cute, is gonna go, so I wanna do the sign first, I think, and then we can come back to that. Oh yeah, this is great. Really happy that I did that with the dry brush. Definitely try that. Dry brush technique with, even with paste, it works great, okay? And if you don't have this glue, you should grab some, it's great also. And it dries clear, which is nice. Okay, so these itty bitty pieces. All right, here we go. Y'all, I don't know how y'all put tier tray sets together all the time. I do not have patience for those itty bitty pieces, I'm telling you what. And especially ones that they have like 3,000 pieces. I'm like, my goodness, this is too much. Okay, so kind of want to make it cockeyed. And then my little bird is gonna sit right there. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is too cute. I can't hardly stand it. Okay, my little sign is there. My little bird's head is gonna just be poking out. Just ever so slightly on both the sign and his body. Put just a little bit of glue. And look how freaking cute that is, okay? This little sign is too much for me. My heart can't take it. I love it too much. Okay, and then we've got this little bird here. And then we've got that one there. I'm gonna move this down just a little bit because we have, y'all, this stuff is a, oh, you know what? I have something even better, actually. I've only just remembered that I bought this raffia on a ribbon roll because that stuff is a nightmare to mess with. I mean, I don't think it's intended to be a sunflower, but sure, yes. We can call it that. I don't know what I was thinking. I painted them white at first, and then I'm like, wait, I don't know that the centerpiece was intended to be black, is the problem. But we're here now, and I don't think it looks terrible, so it's fine. Now, I cut this way too long, and that's okay. And just trim it up. A little. And the great thing about raffia is that you don't even have to tie it, but you can. So I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna take a little piece and just cross it around the middle. And I'm gonna cover that anyways with this little button right here, so it doesn't matter. And then I can trim the little ends, but I'm gonna just do a real small dot of glue on the back of it just to hold it there for now. I know, me too. I like that it's just, oops, really subtle with the shimmer crimson. Just a little bit and not too much with the check, because the check can take over easily. And I don't want that. I didn't want that. So now, if I could just get this thing to stay, I'm gonna take my bow. I'm gonna stick it right here. I do want to trim the ends over here in just a second. Just like that. And then our little button. Can go right on top, and hopefully that was enough glue to hold it. We'll see. We will see. All right. I'm gonna place my other, so this little bird up top actually fits snugly up against this flower. So I'm gonna place my flower first and then have my bird sit on top of it. Okay, so keep that in mind, that wherever your bird's gonna sit, it'll put it down after you do your flower. And then this one has a flat edge on the bottom of it. So it's gonna go right down here. All right, and then I'm not gonna use that Eileen's glue on this part because I don't know how well it will hold on such a big piece. But oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look how stinking cute it is. Okay, and then we have our little sign here. Now, I want it to, I'm gonna attach it to my watermelon, okay? And I think I want it to stand next to the watermelon, but I don't want it to be too low, okay? So I just lifted it up just a little bit so that it won't be lower. The base won't be lower. Now it's not going to touch the bottom, but who cares, right? That's stinking cute. Now, I have these little stands for this guy that come with it. Y'all, this is adorable. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how cute this turned out. Okay, so these stands, let me just show you. It comes in 2 pieces, each of them, okay? There's 2 stands here. And we're gonna actually put these right next to each other so this thing holds itself up pretty well, okay? Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna glue on the base first, which is this piece, okay? So, just take that. And y'all, these stands work great. Hopefully they're gonna work with this. I haven't tested it yet. Hi, Brooke. How are you, love? What's going on? I hope you had a great day. It's Friday Eve. All right. Hi, Gwen. Uh-oh. The hot glue. Yeah, look. I have burned myself many times, okay? And I'm telling you, and I do it on my lives. Y'all have seen me squeal, but most of the time if I burn myself on my live, I just don't say anything. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you're home. I hope you got some hot food to eat. Oh. All right, now I want you to let this sit until it's dry completely, okay? Don't be trying to stand it up until it's done drying, or else it's not gonna work, okay? So that appears to work perfectly. And that is our watermelon sign. So again, you can comment the word watermelon to get all the supplies to make this yourself, okay? And I hope you love this project. I am digging it. So I gotta go find somewhere I can put it in my house. So anyway, come and upgrade your summer decor with me. Comment watermelon. You can get the buffalo check, the paste that I used, and grab yourself an ink mat to paint on, y'all. It is a game changer. I'm telling you what. I love you all. I hope you have a great, great night. And again, look how cute this is. All right. See you later. Y'all have a great night.